What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very exciting video where we will look at the transfer news that Liverpool have Nico Williams on their transfer list for the summer. Arne Slot already said that Liverpool were happy with the squad in January, but we are already working behind the scenes for the summer transfer window. And Luis Diaz has apparently refused to sign a new contract at Liverpool because he was unhappy with the wages that Liverpool offered. It looks like Luis Diaz could be sold to Barcelona. We will take a look at those reports in the second half of this video because Barcelona are big fans of Luis Diaz, but Liverpool, according to David Ornstein, who is one of the most reliable journalists when it comes to reporting transfer news, and he has direct access to Liverpool sources, he confirmed that Liverpool have looked into the Nico Williams transfer last summer, but at that moment even Barcelona couldn't prize Nico Williams away because he wanted to stay at Bilbao after winning the Euros, and Liverpool ended up with a much cheaper alternative, Federico Chiesa, and he's having a decent last few games. Hopefully he can contribute in the League Cup semi-final. What is your score prediction for the Liverpool-Tottenham League Cup semi-final second leg? We will preview that game in this video as well. So if you enjoy these, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. So from the outside looking in, Liverpool had a quiet summer transfer window, then a very quiet winter transfer window, but behind the scenes Liverpool were active. It's sounding out deals for players, one of whom was Athletic Bilbao's Nico Williams. And according to Rivalry journalist David Ornstein, Liverpool looked into the viability of a deal last summer. Liverpool are not the only club, of course, who are interested in Nico Williams. Chelsea, Arsenal and even Man City were interested in him, but Man City signed Omar Marmoush and Man City spent £230 million on like 5 players in the January transfer window. So at the moment Liverpool and Arsenal are the two clubs who are looking at Nico Williams the most. Mikel Arteta would like to sign Williams in January, but the finances involved make it highly unlikely. Didn't happen, of course. Arsenal didn't even sign an attacking player. And Williams is happy at Bilbao for now, but he is open to a Premier League move. That is reported by various other journalists. So David Ornstein here confirmed that Nico Williams' release clause is around 59 million euros. It fluctuates with inflation, and that would need to be paid in full if Liverpool wanted to buy Nico Williams. Because of the size of his salary, it becomes an even more difficult transfer because Nico Williams is earning around £160,000-170,000 per week, so Liverpool would probably need to improve that. The reason why Bilbao can afford to pay such high salaries is because of their transfer policy of only signing Basque players. They don't spend a lot of money on transfers. They can allocate most of their revenue to wages. And exclusive was done by Graham Bailey, who revealed that Liverpool are growing in excitement at the possibility of signing Nico Williams because Liverpool had him on the shortlist for a long time, and he's just 22 years old. He won the Euros. He's having a pretty good season at Bilbao. We'll look at his numbers in a bit, but he's an explosive player, and maybe Liverpool are looking to sell Darwin Núñez and also Luis Diaz, and maybe we are looking to revamp our attack. And Nico Williams was dreaming of moving to Barcelona, but Barcelona couldn't afford to sign him last summer, and now he's increasingly starting to believe that his future is in England and he's dreaming of moving to the Premier League. He has 4 potential options. Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City and Chelsea are all interested in his signature. I think Liverpool and Arsenal are in pole position. They are the front runners according to Graham Bailey. And Liverpool's craze, sources have described Liverpool as becoming excited at the growing possibility that they could secure Nico Williams in 2025. Liverpool see his release clause of around £50 million and as being a fantastic price for a player who has huge potential. He could become a £100 million footballer, and his release clause is literally half of that. I think this price is even better than 50 million for Zubimendi. Because this season and Ryan Gravenberch's emergence have shown that Liverpool are not in desperate need of a defensive midfielder. But if Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez are potentially sold for a combined 100-120 million pounds, then we could easily sign a world-class striker and Nico Williams for that price. And this transfer fee or release clause fee is very good for Premier League clubs. It's a difficult deal for Barcelona to do because of their very tight finances. Barcelona are saying that they see Rafinha as one of the best players in Europe and they are not looking to recruit a replacement. Williams is understood to have set his sights on the Premier League as a result. And Liverpool's pursuit of Nico Williams is not linked to the future of Mo Salah. Nico Williams most likely would play on the left wing, and I think if Luis Diaz is sold for 60-70 million pounds and we sign Nico Williams for 50 million, of course Nico Williams would be on higher wages than Luis Diaz is on right now, but that would be a fantastic deal because Luis Diaz is 27-28 years old. He's improving, but he is not going to become a 20 goal a season player probably at Liverpool, but Nico Williams definitely has the potential to become a 20-25 goal a season player, and he's such an exciting, electric, lightning fast player. I would love to see him in a Liverpool shirt, and it's really good to see that Nico Williams' pursuit is not linked to the future of Mo Salah. Imagine an attack of Mo Salah, Diogo Jota and Nico Williams next season. That is a mouth-watering prospect, and the reason why I'm making this video is because David Ornstein has claimed that Liverpool genuinely considered signing Nico Williams last summer, and that is very, very exciting news. Liverpool usually sign players who they have been tracking for a while. And yes, Nico Williams' favorite position is left wing, but he can play in a number of roles. He can play on the right wing as well. He has searing pace, clever movement and dazzling dribbling ability, which makes him a constant threat in the attack. And if you look at his underlying numbers, he ranked among the top 6% of positional peers in Europe's 5 main leagues last year for successful take-ons per 90 minutes, and also top 7% for progressive carries per game. So he loves to dribble with the ball, he loves to take people on. One aspect where Nico Williams is lacking is goal scoring output. He doesn't score and assist enough goals, but he's only 22 years old, so he's still a player who is growing and developing. And what is really surprising is that even Darwin Núñez has more goals this season than Nico Williams, which is really surprising. But maybe the pressure of going to Barcelona, and then his dream move fell through because Barcelona couldn't afford him. Maybe that affected the first half of his season. He's definitely improving. He scored against Osasuna recently and Victoria Pilsen in the Europa League. But he only has 4 goals and 5 assists this season in 30 games, compared to last season where in 37 games he scored 8 goals and got 16 assists. So that's 24 goal contributions in 37 games. That's a world-class season, and he also scored 2 goals on Spain's route to winning the Euros. This season, with 16 La Liga games started, only 1 goal and 3 assists in 19 La Liga games, 16 of them starts. That's a pretty poor return if you ask me. But the mitigating factor is that he's only 21-22 years old. So he's earning around 10 million euros per year, which is of equivalent to roughly 160,000 pounds per week. And outside of Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid and Barcelona, only one player earns more than Nico Williams, and that's his older brother Iñaki Williams, who also plays for Athletic Bilbao. So only Bilbao can pay similar wages to what the big three are paying in Spain, and that's definitely a high salary, but compared to Arsenal or Liverpool's wage structure, I mean, Nico Williams would be like 6th or 7th or maybe 8th in Liverpool's wage structure. And now let's talk about Luis Diaz, because apparently his move to Barcelona is one step closer. He has taken a step closer to Barcelona, that's the report, because he didn't like the recent contract that Liverpool put on the table, because he thinks that he should earn more than what was Liverpool's salary offer to Luis Diaz. So apparently he rejected the newest contract offer by Liverpool, and that's rare. Liverpool like to sign players up on relatively low terms, but with bonuses in there, and contracts can grow rapidly as the players are performing well. And Luis Diaz, I think, has performed well this season, but he has hit a dry spell again, not scoring in his last 6 or 7 games. He's supposedly only on around 50,000 pounds per week. I think that's very low. For example, Cody Gakpo is earning 140 or 150,000 pounds per week, and that's not right. That Luis Diaz is earning 100,000 pounds per week less than Cody Gakpo when. Yes, Cody Gakpo is having a slightly better season than Luis Diaz, but not by much. Barcelona are also weighing up a move for him in the summer transfer window. They were interested in Marcus Rashford, but he went to Aston Villa on loan. And Barcelona's main transfer target is Luis Diaz for the summer. It just remains to be seen whether Barcelona can get enough money together to afford Luis Diaz, because Liverpool won't sell him on the cheap. Liverpool want at least 50-60 million pounds for Luis Diaz, maybe even more. Of course, Barcelona not signing any wingers in January leaves the door open for Luis Diaz, and this is maybe a sign that Barcelona will chase Luis Diaz in the summer, and depending on what kind of replacement Liverpool could line up. If Nico Williams is available for 50 million, I would say go for it and sell Luis Diaz to Barcelona for 60-70 million pounds. That would be a fantastic piece of business, just mainly because of Luis Diaz's age. He's 27 going on 28 years old soon. Luis Diaz is having his best season at Liverpool, 12 goals and 2 assists in 31 games. But as I said, he hasn't scored in his past 5 or 6 games, which is a little bit concerning. And this playing him as a striker worked out pretty okay, but it's not his best position. But Cody Gakpo is doing so well on the left wing. Arne Slot just doesn't want to play Diaz on the left wing and leave Cody Gakpo out. Gakpo down the middle as a striker doesn't work that well. And last season, Luis Diaz had a troubled season with his family getting kidnapped, but he still scored 13 goals and 5 assists, which is not a great, but not a terrible season. It's good enough. And now let's preview the big Liverpool-Tottenham League Cup semi-final. I'm so excited for that game. And Arne Slot revealed that he has a special motivation to win the League Cup, and that is to turn out at Wembley, because he has never been to Wembley as a fan, as a player, as a manager. And he said it cannot be underestimated. Maybe some of these players are already used to playing at Wembley, but it would be my first time to go to Wembley. If you go to England, people are always talking about Wembley as an iconic stadium, especially if it's a cup final. So you can be sure that we as a team want to win that game, to go to Wembley. In life, it's not only about winning trophies. It's also very important that the fans leave the stadium thinking, when do they play again? So it's important that Liverpool play exciting, exhilarating, entertaining football. I like that sentence a lot that Jurgen Klopp said, because I would love us as managers being judged more on that than only on trophies. How do they play? Is it nice to watch them? Are the fans looking forward to the next game already? I agree that we are mostly judged on trophies, on the trophies we win, but I judge myself and the players on work rate, the quality they bring during every single game. Jurgen was so unlucky that he played against Manchester City, and getting over 90 points in the Premier League wasn't enough to win the title twice in 2019 and 2022. Liverpool got to 97 and 92 points and not win the title. Any of those two tallies would be more than enough to win the title this season. Arne Slot asked, how can that happen? Well, as the meme says, the secret ingredient is crime, because Manchester City have cheated to get to those points tallies. They amassed an incredibly rich squad where they had almost two world-class players in every single position, and that's how Man City could pip Liverpool to the title. Hopefully they will get relegated and get punished for those cheating seasons, and hopefully their titles will be stripped away. Van Dijk also wants another special occasion at Anfield tonight, under the lights, cup semi-final, second leg at Anfield. Those are the special nights that Liverpool fans are looking forward to. Van Dijk said, "There are certain games which will always get the blood pumping as a player, and the semi-final under the lights at Anfield against a very good team is definitely one of those. We understand the challenge we face against Tottenham. The league table tells us they have not had the best of times recently, but this is a team that has a lot of very good players, and there is absolutely no chance we will underestimate them." We were all disappointed with the way the first leg ended. That was a really frustrating night for us. But I said after the game that it was only half time in the tie, and that we would do everything we could to be ready for the second leg. Now it's here, and we are excited to get going. We have done well since that defeat in North London, negotiating some really tough fixtures well, keeping our focus and momentum going, and Saturday's win against Bournemouth was a big one, an important one, and we had to work really hard for that. We knew beforehand that it would be a tough game given the run-up form that Bournemouth are on, but I want to give big credit to them for the way they pushed us all the way, even with all the injuries they had. For us to come away with a clean sheet and with the 3 points at a place like Bournemouth was very satisfying, Van Dijk said. I've said many times before, this game is all about consistency, about showing up every day, every week. If you do that, if you continue to work hard and stay calm and stay humble and treat every opponent with the utmost respect, then you can be successful. We effectively start the game a goal down against a team that has attacking players that can really hurt you. So it is going to take a very good performance from us if we are to secure our place at Wembley, and that's the aim, of course. So I'm really pumped for the game tonight. I really hope that Liverpool win, and I want a 2-0 or a 3-1 win. So Liverpool don't need penalties. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.